Hello, my name is Peter Maharaj, and I'm here to talk about the Agile methodology. In essence, the Agile project management methodology is a very fast model of project management, and it's separated into different classifications of delivering project information to different stakeholders across a campus network, or campus environment, or within a for-profit institution. It's delivering value through purposeful development. Yes, and again, Agile project management is not only designated towards IT development or code development, rather it's something that can be used throughout any part of an institution. For instance, here at Cypress College, I use this methodology for room construction. We do this for our print management operations. It's involving the stakeholders, having a clear communication with the stakeholders, and ensuring that we're doing deliverables frequently and communicating very effectively within something called sprints. A sprint, some terms that we have to be focused on are sprints, velocity, and burnout rates. Now, sprints is a period of time that a deliverable is going to be provided to the end stakeholders. And so you take a project and you can break it into smaller parts, and each one of those parts are then provided through a sprint. The velocity is the rate at which those sprints are being delivered. So, for instance, here in our code development services that we provide here, that's usually 2 weeks. And that's where we call the stakeholders back, we present new deliverables to them and get their sign-off on parts of the project. The burnout rate is pretty much a graph that highlights, it's a bar chart that is showing a start and an end of a project. It's an X and Y graph. And it's basically decreasing over time, because with any project, there's a start and there's an end. So, it's basically a very fast, and especially in this environment that we work in within education, it's very important to have, again, those fast turnarounds. And with technology changing so rapidly, we don't have years to actually spend time just working with these applications. The teams, your development teams, have to be cognizant with the changes that are coming and preparing for those changes. So environments like a sandbox, on planned releases of vendors such as Illusion or Oracle with PeopleSoft, having that relationship with those vendors as well on those changes is very important to see improvement plans throughout the college operations. Here at Cypress College, we've actually we do apply the Agile methodology. And some examples that I've actually used this at is something called the Internet of Things project, tied into the power and data that we consume here at the college. The objective, of course, one main question that we always have to ask is, what are we trying to solve? The thing that we're trying to solve is actually to reduce the overhead cost, operating costs for the college. We've gone through 6 months of data mining, so now we can actually assess specifically how much power a water cooler is actually consuming. How much power is a printer consuming? We can forecast out these machines before the end of life of these machines through the IoT services. With this new IoT service, we can actually schedule times that machines supposed to be turned off, because we have mined this data over a 6-month period, and we can control exactly the usage of the appliances. Another project that we've actually worked on is the managed print services, as well as a paper cut application, where what we're trying to solve is the cost of printing here at the college. So now we are able to track every employee that signs into our campus. We can see the consumption of paper in our production center, and as well as every printer and copier throughout the divisions. This has added a cost reduction, but it's also provided some useful insights for departments to see the usage. The benefit that I did not pay attention to, or I did not ask, is the transposing paper documents into electronic format. These were some of the suggestions that came out from the deans and the employees, the classified employees, by when they saw these reports. So it provided a very useful insight into the consumption. So the whole concept about this is going green and being as efficient as possible. Another project that we're currently working on right now is something called the student life cycle. From everything from the recruit process, when an individual, a guest, comes onto our campus and they log into our Wi-Fi, we collect this data. We have 30,000 records over the past 12 months. This is an opportunity for the PIO office to start doing some recruitment. And digging a little deeper into this, you can start seeing where it's like the hub and spoke. So the hub being the IT department, it has access to all these data sources. We can provide this information to the different stakeholders across the campus. They can provide that communication now to these end users. So moving a guest into an enrolled student, to the different phases of the student life cycle, to the end of graduation. Of course, the objective here at North Orange, as well as many other community colleges in California, is about graduation and completion of degrees. So we can now collect, we have been collecting this data, we can now use this data to help guide the student and making sure that they don't have these off moments. Sometimes life throws some curveballs at us and we need to be there to provide that support. The Student Services Division is very good at doing that. We can provide them that access at different periods throughout the student life cycle. And the last part is really about the information to the foundation office. A student graduates, we can highlight that student or a student to publish on our website or printed materials. These are great opportunities for us to really bring this network together. And of course, one of the main things is that, would you contribute to our foundation? This is an added benefit. So you can then make them part of this again, the college culture moving forward. A practice that I would recommend for the district to incorporate into our operations is specifically around employee onboarding. We have an issue here with the three colleges, specifically when an employee gets approved by the board, and then trying to figure out the method from at that point to get an Active Directory and domain, email account, shares, network shares, etc. There is a disconnect that occurs there. We need to fix this. This is something that we need to look at specifically when in the HR process, the HR modules, that once that employee is activated from there, we can kick off a process. We have a workflow process that can then create these instances for the employees, create or trigger an action that creates the domain, the email, the shares, etc. throughout the network. We are about to embark on a massive network refresh, and this is a great opportunity for us to start looking at how we can increase efficiencies through an Agile methodology. So, including the stakeholders, very clear communication, having the understanding of sprints, establishing those, establishing project plans, and very, very detailed outlining the expectations of these projects, and most importantly, follow through. Follow through on this, and then follow up. What did we do right? What did we do wrong? What could we correct for the future? It's about a continuous improvement plan, and this is one of the beauties of Agile methodology within community colleges. And again, it's not only applicable to application development. It can be done in many other departments, from financial aid, student services, counseling, room management, furniture. These are all very exciting opportunities to apply this methodology. Thank you.